Hello, everybody, and welcome back to OMB Reviews. I am the critic who is a cynic. How is everyone doing this evening? Happy and blessed Tuesday, and happy episode 500 of the Welcome to Asgard podcast. That's right. As far as when I started numbering these episodes, this is officially episode 500. Crazy that we have done 500 episodes of the Welcome to Asgard podcast, and also that it coincides pretty well with, I believe, this being my fifth official year as a YouTuber, as a so-called content creator, which is also crazy in and of itself. So happy episode 500. For anyone who has been around the channel for a long time, this should look very familiar. Back in the day, I wore the flat cap very, very often, the little Newsies hat very often. And though I wish I had the mental capacity, a lot of stuff going on today, trying to figure out finances, all that stuff. Any adults out there, you know exactly what that is. Wish I could have put together like a montage or something like that if I had the actual creative capacities for such a thing. But what I do have is I have a couple of old videos, old streams that we are going to take a gander at, just so that y'all can get an understanding of where we started, going all the way back 5 years ago, in fact, to the first ever live stream that I ever had on the channel. Going back to the very first one, and then jumping ahead to the really opening of the flat cap era, where I wore this pretty much every single stream for, I want to say, at least a couple of years. I mean, y'all might know better than me, for those who have been around for a long time. So, man, oh man, crazy stuff today. And of course, since it is indeed a very special stream, because it is something that I think we need to be able to celebrate, and to celebrate properly, what we are going to do is we are going to have a very special, let me make sure that all this stuff is being connected. So if you see any messages from Heimdall, let me make sure I get rid of all of that. Let's see if this will open it up now, because we're going to do some giveaways. We're going to do it. There it is, Heimdall. Heimdall is ready to roll. So we're going to do giveaways throughout the entirety of the stream. We're not necessarily going to go too long. We're going to go our typical length of time. But you might notice that there's this lovely shelf. These are all my giveaway films. And so these will be, I hope to give away quite a few of these, in fact, throughout the course of the stream. I've got films like Criterion's The Roaring Twenties, the amazing anime from last year, Suzume. I've got 4K editions of 2014's Godzilla. I've got the amazing Criterion Collection edition of Harakiri, which is a phenomenal film by Masaki Kobashi. I've also got Interstellar on 4K. I have got The Departed on 4K. I've got The Fifth Element on 4K. I've also got, let's see here, the Peanuts Holiday Edition on 4K. I have got, let's see, Battle Off of the Worlds. So I've got some well-known ones, some obscure ones. I've got things also like the John Wick Chapters 1 through 4 Special Edition. This is the Blu-ray edition of all 4 of those films. A couple of copies of the film Nefarious, Holdovers, Planes, Trains, Automobiles, Shawshank Redemption 4K, Alita Battle Angel 4K, They Live 4K Steelbook, 2001 Space Odyssey 4K, Train to Busan 4K, The Banshees of Inisherin Blu-ray, Last Night in Soho 4K, etc., etc. So I've got tons and tons of stuff to give away tonight. So if you are ready for that, please put the entry code in. You can only enter in one time. It does cost quite a bit, though. Obviously, you have to have been someone who is in the chat in a consistent basis. You get cookies for free just for being here in the stream, and that is my gift to you, as this, again, is truly a phenomenal and amazing experience, and cannot, again, believe it's been 5 years. And so before we get any further, please make sure that you smash that like button, light up that fire button over on Odyssey, and smash the rumble button as well. And let's say hello to the people in the chat and see what we got going on here. Unfortunately, it seems like some comments might start to disappear. I did not think that was the case, but I know I've recently updated my software, so that very well could be the case. But let's see what we got going on. We got Gary Banderson with Worthington, who was here at 7 p.m. Hail to you. I know there was people here earlier, but for some reason it is deleting them. I think that I did not set them up correctly. Scott McKenzie, 500 episodes is amazing. Thank you very much, Scott McKenzie, for being a member of the channel. Orange Chat Reviews, thank you very much for being here. We got Cthulhu in the chat. Hail to you, Cthulhu. The Morak 499, thank you for the $5 super chat. Says, happy 500, Odin. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. You are awesome. I need to change some settings, I think, in order to change the fact that the chat is disappearing on me. But I also I want to make sure that I'm not missing any chats in the meantime. So let me see if I can get through some. Print Screen, hail to you. Carl Jacobs, hail to you as well. G-Monkey76, what's going on? 500, congrats. Indeed, Wendy Hunter. Onlivian, what is going on? Thank you very much for 500 years streaming. Yes, indeed. Love the new music. Oh, man, I put the wrong one then. My bad. It was supposed to be the other one. That is the music that I play for the morning shows now. I think it's just as epic, but that explains why people are saying new pre-intro. Lex Ledendi, ahoy, Forever Sci-Fi, who's a member, hail to you. Kenke and Rumsky hanging out on Rumble, hail to you. Abomination, live 500th episode celebration stream. No, I think this is a pre-recorded 500th celebration stream. Sure. Kimberly G says happy 500. Thank you very much. Jeremy Sikowski, evening Odin, happy 500. Thank you. Appreciate that. Keely Chow hanging out as well. Happy 500. Thank you very much. By the way, I saw your comment from earlier. Everyone's fine as usual. No changes. Baby Thor and I went on a road trip. It was a boys trip to Louisiana this past weekend, and he was awesome in the car. Did a great job traveling. Abomination, Odin, is this your costume for the theater presentation of Newsies? Tribottle Alley on the harbor. Orange hat, I'm literally wearing the same kind of hat, and it is orange. Boom. There it is. CJM, happy 500, Odin. Here's the 500 more. Thank you. Your Ash Preacher Dirt. Hail, Odin. Congratulations, says Wendy Hunter. Thank y'all very much. Appreciate it. Hat. G-Monkey76, yes, indeed. Your Ash Preacher Dirt says happy 500. Thank you. Kigan Rumsky says, with that hat, are you now ready to admit your man crush on Jason Statham? Heck no. 500 more episodes. We'll see. Again, that's about 5 more years. It's very, very interesting. It will be very interesting, I should say, to see how things go. Orange Hat Reviews, thank you again for being a mod here on the channel, laying down the axe. I believe this is a membership chat saying, to the Allfather, we have reached 500 episodes, and I have heard Valhalla's call for Odin for Asgard. Happy 500. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Shelf of goodies indeed. Fully Problematic, thank you for that $10 super chat. Wow. Fully Problematic, thank you very much. Very generous. Saying, hail Odin, congrats on 500. Hope you got the data frog I set up for you. Retro Gaming Forever. MAGA Trump 2024 199 Felon 47. Wait. Yeah. Was that in the... Actually, we'll do this live. Oh. Probably would scare the doggies doing that too. Is it the one that you sent in this? Because yes, it is still set up. I have unfortunately not had time to play it in a while, but I do have it still. And again, thank you so very much for that amazing gaming counsel you set me up with. Appreciate it. Love the retro stuff, of course. Of course. Chris Rose, congratulations at Odin. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Fedigator says congrats. What's going on? Always great to see Fedigator in the chat. And a bunch of people coming in the chat. Always awesome to see. Your Average Patriot Nerd, The Fifth Element. Yes, indeed. Wife and I watched it the other day, and I realized, hey, I actually don't own it. Oddly enough. So I figured might as well get it and get a couple extra copies to give away. Thanatos Felicitas, hello to you. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome. We got Cthulhu in the chat. What's going on, Cthulhu? Thank you very much for the $10 super chat. Cthulhu coming in hot. Sincere congratulations to 500. Recently, I learned my coworker and family love Disney Star Wars. How do I handle that, honestly? It's like hearing that their family favorite show is MILF Manor. Man, yes. I would say that there's definitely an equivalency to be there. Definitely an equivalency, for sure. And Cthulhu, thank you very much, man. You've always been so supportive, being in the chats all the time from the beginning, and I always appreciate your love and your support. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Cthulhu. You rock, man. You're awesome. Let us see. Also, Chris Rose, I appreciate that. I'm not here for the giveaway. I'm just here to celebrate with you, buddy. Well, dude, Chris, I appreciate that. I really do. I feel like there's sometimes people who come in who just want the giveaways. Speaking of which, Hardwick, kidding. Hardwick's always here too. Happy 500th anniversary. I didn't realize you and Lady Frey had been married that long. Yes, indeed. It feels that way sometimes. We got Scott McKenzie. Oh, dang. Scott McKenzie. Thank you very much. He has gifted 5 OMB Reviews memberships. Thank you so very much at the Army of Asgard level. Wow, 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 wow. Have to add you to the end crawl. I'm trying something new. If you watched my video earlier, I've tried a new outro shoutouts video. So now it's got the names of every person in this scrolling fashion. So I'm trying to work on timing and stuff like that. But I should much more easily be able to add new names and new members as they come in versus in previous years. So thank you very much, Scott McKenzie. Always a big supporter on the channel as well. So seriously, dude, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're awesome. Congratulations to the Nose of Felicitas, Lex Ludendi, Gary Bannister, Worthington, Onlivian, and Keely Chow for getting those memberships. You're awesome. Luke Zilla says, I like the hat. I like it too. I like it too. There it is, members Keely Chow and Lex Ludendi. Gary Banjo Sandwich is making the 500. Carl Jacobs status say the Richmond Center reminds you that after episode 500, there will be cake. The cake is alive. Vestige V, what's going on? Hail to you. Peaky Blinder. Matt R is at work, but here. Thank you very much for being here. Let's see what we got. Keely Chow says, it's awesome that you have been doing this for just as long as AEW has been in existence. Yeah, actually, you know what? Part of me wonders, in fact, if these numbers are even accurate, because I feel like I have been doing this a lot longer than AEW has been in existence. In fact, wait a minute, I'm almost certain of it. Well, no, 2019? What? AEW has been in existence that long? Man, oh man, that's just how much time has gone by. It's crazy. I'm wondering if I'm actually nearing my 6th anniversary versus 5th, but it says 5 years on one of the streams that we'll watch a little bit of to go back in time, go into our time capsule and to go into our time machine. Let's see, Matt R. Hail to you, good sir. Hail to you. J.S. Pena says, ahoy, happy 500th. Hail to you. Thank you again, Gary. Fully Problematic says, negative, another console, this time a handheld, may have to bug Gary to send it to you. Oh, so if you gave it to Gary, Fully Problematic, I can tell you as a matter of fact that he has not sent it to me. And that would actually make complete and total sense. That would make complete and total sense to me. Because if anyone's going to forget to do that, then it's going to be Gary. In the future, though, I do have a P.O. box, so feel free to send anything to my P.O. box. It's one of the reasons why I have it. Let's see. Matthew Berkland. Odin, what's up? Forever Sci-Fi. I think I own 4 different copies of The Fifth Element from DVD to 4K, the ultimate multipass. But do you have the new 4K Steelbook? I say new. I mean, it's probably been out now for a little while, but it's pretty cool. Fifth Element 4K Steelbook. One of the options that are available tonight for the giveaway, the massive Streamlong giveaway. We'll try and get those things started very, very soon. Joey's Movie Vlog says the hat is back. It's been a while, but the hat indeed is back. Absolutely. Kimberly G. Killian Shadowcat says, happy 500th Odin, and I see the ice cream donation there. Man, should have gone live on D-Live for old time's sake. Not that there's anyone still over there. Thank you very much for that $5 super chat. Appreciate it very much. Forever Sci-Fi is a member, say congratulations on 500. Thank you. All right, let me see if I can fix something really, really quick, because it is deleting messages. And I think I have to go into the settings here to make sure. It says limit messages to 200. Can I limit it to 500? Let's do that. I think that will just make everything better. Okay. Let's see if that does it. Okay. Yeah, everyone's like, oh man, it's going to crash. I sure hope it doesn't, because that would not be good. Oh man. So now at least that window's open saving chat. Now I got to go back into my actual chat, and then I've got to update it in a second, but I don't think I've got too many chats to catch up on before I could do that. Cthulhu's a member saying the cake is a lie, but the pie is not, and it's rhubarb. Whoa. We got some rhubarb pie going on here. Is that what's going on? Lex Ludendi says, I'm proud of you saying my name right. Gary butchers it every time he tries Ludendi. Or does he say Ludendi? Does he say Lex Ludendi? Is that what he says? I mean, I pick it up more of the Lex Lorandi, Lex Credendi. So Lex Ludendi makes sense to me. Scott McKenzie, this is amazing. You're almost caught up in the chat. I know, it's kind of crazy, because normally that is not the case at all. 45 people still watching, so thank y'all again for that. By the way, there is indeed a giveaway that is currently going on, and follow those instructions that were posted a little while ago. I wish I could pull them back up, but I might have to open it, reclose it, things like that. We'll do several of them tonight. However we can make it work, we're going to make it work. Try to make sure as many people as possible can walk away with something. Lex Rodetta says 50 months. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Forever Sci-Fi has been probably the longest reigning member on the channel. And it's always awesome to see that when I'm putting together my list and putting together my shoutouts list, because he's always up there. Rob D says, hello, Odin, happy 500. The shills will give up and lose in the end. Absolutely. Forever Sci-Fi, I do actually have the new 4K Steelbook as well. There you go, man. There you go. Fully Problematic says, Gary, his memory is not too good. He went to 17 high schools and did a lot of drugs. Bug him to send you your video game handheld. I would, but he yells at me when I'm like, hey, there's something you got to do. And then it's my fault. You've seen the videos before of him yelling at me when it's like, what did I do? All I did was ask a simple question. Master of Gaming, what's up, Wendy Hunter? Didn't know there would be a giveaway. Just happy that you able to turn it. Yeah, again, definitely not looking at anybody. Most of the people in the chat here are awesome people who are always here. There's always a couple, though. There's always a couple. One who I like to give a hard time to. But yeah, Cthulhu, I'm still here, Guapo. Get the 5 memberships. The Wicked Plumber coming in. Dropping those 5 Army of Asgard memberships. Gonna add those names also to the end scroll. Finally figured that out today. So Master of Gaming, Wendy Hunter, Joey's Movie Blog, Bruce, and Ambrose Chamberpot, congratulations on those new gifted memberships. Check out the community tab. There's a members section where you get access to special posts. I do a podcast. I try to do one once a month. I can absolutely keep up with that this summer now. And I'll give a Q&A question for any topics or any questions that you want to ask me and the guest on that podcast. So please feel free to check that out. Also, if you are an Keeper of the Bifrost level member or above, and you've not figured out that there is a giveaways channel on the Discord server, reach out to me. Twitter, probably the best way to do that. Email also works too. So that way we can get you set up over there, because right now we're still taking entries for this one. Now, I want to make clear, this is for Keeper of the Bifrost members only in the Discord giveaways channel. I've got the entire Babylon 5 Blu-ray set currently taking entries for that. So again, just to confirm, that is just for Keeper of the Bifrost members and above in the Discord giveaways channel. But if you are a Keeper of the Bifrost member on YouTube or above and you're like, wait a minute, I didn't know about that, reach out. We'll get you set up so that way you get access to that before I pick any winners. Try and get it in tonight if you need to reach out, so that way we can get you set up before we pick a winner. Keely Chow says, in my Scott Steiner voice, you see the numbers don't lie, and it spells disaster for these shills. It does. It does indeed. King Rumsky said, did you prepare a speech about your 500th as per my many requests? This is the first that I'm hearing about it. So I don't. I honestly don't. Master of Gaming, thank you very much for those very, very, very kind words. Lex Ledenti are coming to Dallas this week. Okay, so right now my plan is to come, but my wife is not too keen on the idea because I just came back from Louisiana. I had baby Thor with me, so she was only alone with our daughter, and she's pretty low maintenance at this point. But being alone with both kids for a weekend, it's always something that's a bit tough. So let's just say right now I'm still a maybe. It's a drive for me, so I'm not having to worry about flights or anything like that. Just need to find a hotel or Airbnb, and usually I can find something. I don't need much, so usually I can find something last minute, because sometimes the last couple of years, especially with kids, I've had to make decisions more last minute to try to find something. But right now my plan is to be there. But again, please do stay tuned. I'll try to have a final confirmation either sometime tomorrow, Thursday by the latest. Obviously, it has to be Thursday by the latest because my plan is to leave Friday morning after the kids are at school, and then come back on Sunday, so that way I can leave early Sunday morning, so that way I can get back in time Sunday evening to do what I can. But it's about an 11-hour drive for me, so my plan is to be there. But I cannot 100% confirm. Let's see. Joey's Weeblog, how do you enter? I was trying to see if I can find the instructions here. You just follow what Cthulhu did up here. You put enter, ! A space, and then the number 1. And that'll get you one entrance in. These are all based off of your digital cookies. So when you watch streams, you get free digital cookies by watching. And this is one where the cost per ticket, you only get one ticket. It's 5,000 cookies per ticket. So I will confirm and say right now, I've got Hardwick, Forever Sci-Fi, Keely Chow, Heartbreak Ridge, Gary Banjo, South Worthington, Wendy Hunter, Orange Chat Reviews, Orange Chat, dead named again. Orange Chat, Thanatos Felicitas, Cthulhu, G-Mike76, Your Average Patriot Nerd, and Kimberly G, Killian Shadowcat just entered in as well. So currently, those are the people that have entered in for the giveaway. And again, we're going to be giving away several items tonight. So please do be patient as we go through that. It's going to be mostly just a chill stream, reminiscing on the past, and picking winners, giving away stuff. I love giving away stuff as much as possible. Let's see. Gary says 500 is 50% decent of 1,000. How dare you? It's not a good score, Gary. Stop trying to make it a good score. Carl Jacobs, had to drop off wife duty, but congrats on your 500. Absolutely, Carl Jacobs. Understand it. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it very much. Don't worry about Gary's anger. He will forget it in about 5 or 6 minutes. Some things are never forgotten. Rajpur Dirt says, I could never forget it. I could never get into Babylon 5. I know blasphemy. I'm very much a fan of it. I am personally not as big of a fan. I'm in Season 4 right now. And I think Season 4 is one where I think most people enjoy it. Basically, once Garibaldi starts to become not a good guy anymore, I'm just not as fond of it. I'm liking it still. I haven't finished it yet. I started it last summer. Still need to finish it this summer. There's just so many other things. Like, I look at my schedule that I set up for myself because there's a lot of long-term projects, but then there's also random short ones that will come up. And honestly, I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get this stuff done. But finishing Babylon 5 this summer is one of them. Let's see. Lex Ladendi says, well, I hope you're able to come. I can give you a place to stay if you need. Well, I appreciate that, Lex Ladendi. I really do appreciate that. Let's see. Cthulhu says, don't forget to share the link to the early Raven Award nominations in your description. You have sane audience members that abhor social media, which is Satan's playground. Cthulhu, I will try the very best that I can. Do I have my tablet with me? I don't know if I have my tablet. Okay, not the one. So I have one of those tablets that you can write on, and that's like the best place for me to write notes down. I'll try and have it maybe tomorrow for the morning stream, but I will try to remember that. I will try to remember that as best I can. Since it was brought up, though, let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find that. Let's see. Oh my goodness, now I'm having to use my brain. It's too early for me to use my brain. finally getting this together. Is this the one that I'm looking for? I am not sure. I wish that the forms were a little bit easier to find sometimes. All right, forms. Raven nomination forms. This is the one. Perfect. So basically, if you've got Raven nominations already, this is just for us to collect information and data, not on anybody else other than just for us to be like, hey, we have a short list that we can now go to, since a lot of people tend to forget these things. So anyway, there is the link. I've just posted it on all of the platforms. So that is something that y'all should be able to utilize and get early nominations in. Alrighty then, let me see. I think I might be able to fix this now. Let's see. Hopefully I didn't break it. Okay, that should be the current chat. And then I should be able to continue to use this one over here. Okay. All right, let's see where we left off in the chat, and we'll be getting started with some stuff. Let's see. Okay, I got that one about sane audiences. There it is right there. Perfect. Are you excited for the Minecraft movie, says Master of Gaming? No, not really. Minecraft's fun. I've played it a few times, but ultimately, I'm not really crazy about what they're trying to do as far as adapting video game content. It just always comes across as disingenuous, and I don't really trust the people typically that are involved. I don't know much about it, so I can't say for sure whether or not I have any interest, but I can say just hearing the idea put out there, I don't. Lexo Dendy says, and I'm about 15 minutes away from a good little TLMN parish. Well, I know that once I am there, if I am able to go to Dallas, what I will say is I will be able to, right? I will be able to, and planning on going to the Mass at Mater Dei Parish. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about, but the low Mass early Sunday morning is the one I'm planning on going to because I love that parish. It's beautiful. So, anyway. Alrighty. Let us see. Who else do we have here? Who else do we have? Scott McKenzie says, forgot the exclamation point. Amazing. Yeah, sometimes that happens, right? Feta Gator, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hugh. Oh, man. Alexander, if it would not be an anniversary stream if we didn't have a blast from the past. Alexandre, as I like to call him, you better be on that best behavior. That's all I'm going to say. And if you find that funny, hey, that tells me a lot about you. That's all I'll say about it. That's all I'll say about it. Chris Rose, who's excited for Acolyte tonight? That's right, that is going on tonight, isn't it? Master of Gaming. Oh, why do you not have interest in the Bad Boys franchise? I've never seen the films, and so therefore I have no reason to be excited for it. Khalid Chow, here's my idea for Raven Awards. It's called the Pineapple Pizza Movie of the Year. It goes to a bad movie that can be compared to Pineapple Pizza. Well, hey. I feel like that's already our worst film of the year word, but... Fully Problematic says, dang it, Odin, you need to finish Babylon 5 and Stargate SG-1. Classic 90s to early 2000s sci-fi. Good freaking stuff. Yeah, I didn't have Stargate on my list, but Babylon 5 absolutely is. Scott McKenzie says, who are you? Asked by the Vorlons. What do you want? Asked by the Shadows. Some great spiritual philosophical questions brought up in Babylon 5. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why I am enjoying it. Right? Even though this season is not my favorite so far, I definitely think that there are a lot of really good things going on about it. So... Lex Lodetti says, I'm so ready for the Acolyte. Gonna make fun so hard. Yeah. And if everything, I was watching a stream earlier today, and it was BBC. I was watching a little bit of the real BBC earlier, and they started going into some of the plot synopsis, and the fact that they're going to go with this whole dynamic of certain people coming into existence by use of the Force in a very 2024 way, it just, you can't help but laugh. You really can't help but laugh. Kimberly G says, can't wait for G&G reviews of the Acolyte. Oh, you know they're going up straight away. you know they're going up straight away. And again, if you have a comment or question for those that are new to the stream, again, I do appreciate y'all being here, even just for a little bit. I know that Tuesday night's main event starts up around now. So again, thank y'all very much for being here. That's why y'all do got to stick around if you want to have access to any of these giveaways. But yeah, they're going to be up right away. But if you have a comment or question, I should say, going back to that point, please put at Odin at the very beginning of your comment. At Odin lets me know you're trying to get my attention, unless, of course, you're a member on the channel, in which case one of the perks of being a member is that you don't have to do that. But I do ask that you do if you can, because of just the fact that sometimes y'all have conversations with each other, and it's hard to tell sometimes. So anyway, Abomination says, there is no content to adapt in Minecraft. The movie can only be fan fiction with a Minecraft theme. Yeah, absolutely. You are absolutely right. All right, and now I think I've got that taken care of over there. Perfect. All right, we should be good to go. There shouldn't be any more of those chats disappearing at this point. We got Mr. Roy in the chat. Hail to you, Mr. Roy. Thank you very much for being here. Mr. Roy, longtime member here on the channel and longtime supporter. I don't know why I love this level 5 hair metal extinction. Hail. Lexo Denny says, Monterey Day is the one I had in mind. Yeah, it's a great parish. Every time I've gone to Dallas, that's the church that I went to. Shout out to Matt317, because the last time I went, we went to Mass together, and then we got some breakfast after at the Waffle House. It was a lovely time. It was a lovely breakfast. See, Full Metal Cowboy, Babylon 5 is my favorite TV show. Season 4 and 5 are noticeably flawed due to the production setbacks as the show's almost ended at Season 4 when the plan was a 5-season run. I forgive the show for this, yeah. And I think I'm starting to feel that. I think that's what's going on. I was really liking some of the beginning parts of 4, and the last episode I watched is when, again, I'm not great on character names, but 2 of the characters had just been sent to the Mars colony to try to get some communication going between Babylon 5 and the Mars colony. Because Sheridan wanted there to be these lines of communications opened up, that making sure everyone's on the same page, that they're all in on the things that are about to kind of go down, and then everything going on with Delenn as well, right? Going into like the dream. I think that's the name of it, is the dream, but yeah. Anthony Buck says 500 episodes. Wow, it's crazy. It really, honestly is very, very crazy indeed. Abomination says Bad Boys 1 and 2 were great. Never saw 3. Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of people. The Average Pretty Nerd says special effects for Minecraft might be too pixelated for me. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like if they handle it right, for me, I would actually be more interested in watching a movie that's almost designed like a gameplay. Like, so there's just a guy who is in the corner of the screen, again, just like a typical YouTube, video game streamer, and he's just playing through the game. Now, that's been done before, I think, right? Because you could go like horror kind of with it, where the game itself maybe becomes haunted or something like that. I don't think that's how they're going to go with it. But that's how it would work for me. I don't know if that's going to bring in a lot of people, though. Right? The kids might be brought in, like if you're able to get a big name gamer, for instance, or maybe even turn it into some type of reality thing where it's someone who is cast and part of their job of being an actor is they're having to be filmed learning the game. That could actually be cool, right? Almost make it a documentary of sorts. That's not what they're going to do. They're going to be complete animation style, Garfield. Your typical video game adaptation, animation movie, animation story is what they're going to go for. But they could do some cool things with it, I think. I think they could. Snow Golem, what is going on? Says, don't watch 33. Don't watch 3. Oh, talking about Bad Boys, I'm assuming. Justin C. says, hail, congrats on the 500th. Here's to many, many more. Appreciate it. Cthulhu, facepalm, the Force is Immaculate Conception, but Jesus is a farce. F off Hollywood. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Can't say we're all surprised, but it is kind of crazy. Let's see. Big Worm says, agreed, Minecraft movies cannot exist based off of any story. That's the glory of Minecraft. It has no established lore. Exactly. You can make everything your own. But again, there is a lot of mystery to it too. And the other cool thing about it is that you can create your own servers and really create your own stories. One of the things, I used to do this, it's been years now since I've done it. But it was really cool seeing people build their own servers, build their own worlds with their own lore, with their own backstories, right? different mods that people could do. John Edgar, what's up, brother? Says, dropping by to say congrats on 500 and to hit the like. Well done. Thank you very much. Please smash that like and share it out as well. We got Sensei Mike. Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei. What's up, Sensei Mike? Been a while. Glad to see you here, man. Hope you're doing well. Sensei Mike. See, Big Worm. Odin, I'd love to get a solid consideration for you of RLM, the death of movie theaters. Can't say I agree with them 100%, but I honestly don't know why. Don't know how my regal continues to exist long term. I think I've heard a little bit about that. Isn't it when they kind of go after YouTubers? It's like, really? That's the direction you're going to go with? Is that honestly what you're thinking about? Snorpoopus Cuber, how are humans and other quitteth? What's up, Snorpoopus? Har says, ever since I saw someone describe Leslie Headland as looking like someone tried to draw Gina Carano from memory, I can't unsee it. Oh boy. Hardwick. Hello, and I think my 6-month chat got missed. No worries. I think my favorite character arc is Veer Koto, Stephen First. Imagine that, multiple Veer Koto, multiple characters with arcs, not dots. Yeah, there's so many really good characters and character arcs in the show, I think. It's just one of those things where it's sad when things kind of go off the rail a little bit. Snorpoopus, hello, sorry for being late. I lost consciousness because I'm an old bear. No problem at all, Snorpoopus Kuba. King Yaremsky, favorite memories of the show. Oh, man. It's so hard to say what a favorite memory from the show would be because just like a show in general, like an actual scripted show, there's been a lot of moves. There's been a lot of changes over time. You know, the hat being one, the lore that is the Wookiee onesie. I almost wore the Wookiee onesie, but I couldn't do it. It really just, it needs to be washed, to be perfectly honest. It's not good. And so I know it's really hard to say. It really is hard to say. I think some of the coolest memories were ones where I would look at the chat and all of a sudden it would be like some crazy, insane number not because of the number itself, but because I was like, wait a minute, I'm just a regular guy on YouTube talking to a camera. Full-time job teaching. And all I could think of was how in the world did I ever get to be lucky enough to even have anyone talking to me in this capacity, right? If that makes sense. It's like, wait a minute. If you were to tell me 5 years ago, hey, by the way, this is where you're going to be, I would have been like, what? Are you crazy? No way. But it's always been about fun, and I've been having fun for 5 years, and so we continue on. And I've said this always, the moment it stops being fun is the moment I stop. Snow Golem, hail Odin, great job hitting 500. Appreciate that. Print screen, Odin the Minecraft movie stars, Jason Momoa and Jack Black. Jason Momoa is cool, but I can't stand Jack Black. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. All right, let's go. Let's do a little bit of a retrospective. Huh? Let me get my headphones on real quick. Okay. So we're going to go back in time. We're going to go back in time a little bit. This is my first stream. This is the first stream I ever did on the channel. Some of you might actually have been here long enough to even remember this stream. Some of you might have some memory of it, or at the very least, you'd be like, oh, dang. The early days of the channel. So the other thing that you might notice right off the bat is, wait a minute, Odin has hair. Indeed, for a huge portion of the channel's life, I indeed had hair. It was a decision I made just a few years back of, hey, you know what? I think it'd just be easier to maintain if I went ahead and just kept on shaving it. And I think the one thing I actually do need to do is I need to make sure that, let's see. Let us see here. I need to make sure that the audio is being captured. But I also want to make sure that not all the audio is being captured. So let me mute that real quick. Let me go ahead and build my scene. Let's see. I guess this would have to be audio output capture, desktop audio. Okay. It's visible there. I'm not seeing it in my audio mixer though, so that's a little scary. That's a little scary. Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay. Let me see. There it is. Okay. So it should be coming through. If for any reason the audio coming through is too loud, all right, please let me know. So anyway, actually, let me not make that full screen, because I'm actually kind of interested to see the chat, to be perfectly honest, because this will show you this is the first ever live stream. So this would mean these are the first people that have ever been in a Welcome to Asgard podcast live stream. All right. And at the time, this was before the MoviePass rebrand. Right. This is when MoviePass was on the downward trend, when it was crashing. And so let's just see a little bit of what Odin at the time had to say.
What's going on, everybody? I hope this is live right now. I hope that this is actually working. I don't know. I tried working on my computer, but for some reason it wasn't. So hopefully this actually shows up. I'm going to try and see if I can check out my channel to see maybe if it's showing up there. So far, no one's showing up in the chat. Had about
Okay, so I guess a bit of context here. So because this was the first one, I honestly had no idea. I didn't know if anyone was watching me. I started going live and I was like, hey, I have some subscribers now. Let's see just exactly how this will go out. I tried putting out on social media. I tried tagging different people. This is, by the way, a different shelf than the one that I typically have. So for instance, let me go ahead and show y'all. So that shelf is actually this one right back here. So that shelf, that was my main background initially. This is also when you thought my background is still bad. It was even worse back then. I look at the lighting. I look at the audio recording as well. I think that this may have been actually when I had the Blue Snowball microphone still. But yeah,
people in the last one, so I'm gonna see if this actually works. So
I was so nervous.
Shall indeed see. But oh. Hey, what's up? Ryan Johnson's crack pipe. Oh, I love that. What's up? Oh, yeah, Warlock Huntress. How's it going? Thank you very much. Yes, awesome. Great. Glad to see that it's working.
Okay, so this is actually interesting. Obviously, I was like, oh, wait, there's people coming in. Oh, man, there's people who are actually here. So this is interesting because I think there's some people who, because their channels no longer exist, they're not showing up in the chat. But there was one of those names that were reminded. Did they remember Ryan Johnson's crack pipe? Oh, do you remember that? I remember. I remember quite a bit. Ryan Johnson's crack pipe. Oh man. Well, you can see. So the stats. I only have this. I have 22 likes on this one. And then it was, let's see, 131 total views. Not a lot of people saw this one. But you see, 5 years ago, Stephanie Yogi Bean. So if y'all remember Stephanie, who was one of my Valkyrie on the channel for a very long time, this was one of the first interactions that we had before she became a Valkyrie, and says, I missed your first stream. Dang it, I'm bummed. Thumbs way up. And she never missed another one after that. So, but I mean, yeah, it was for my first stream. I was proud. But as you can see, some of those names I just been talking and mentioning weren't there. This is also back in the day. If y'all remember, a lot of people, if they're streaming solo, obviously will stream using something like OBS or other programs like that. This is also the Google Hangouts day. If you remember the days of the High Council, when that happened, remember, there were no browser streamers out there. Like, COVID's really what brought about the dawn of the StreamYard, and now there's EVMux and Riverside and all these other ones. At that point, it was mostly just Google Hangouts. So that's how any group chat that happened, it would always be. It would always be. For anyone, I saw so Stephanie B, she retired. She has working 2 jobs. She's been gone now for at least 2-3 years, I think. And so yeah, she has retired from the YouTube game.
How's the audio? Yeah. This is on my Moto E4 Plus, so I have no idea what the audio quality is like. I have no idea what the video quality is like, but I wanted to go live because I didn't have time to upload a video today. I'm going to be going out of town. Awesome. Great. Glad to hear that.
Oh, that's great too. So I wasn't even streaming on my computer because I don't even think I have my computer yet, or I didn't have my computer set up for streaming. So if you heard my Moto E4 Plus, so I'd gotten that thing because of the battery life and because I had done some research on it, and it was one that actually was it had some pretty good reports on streaming. As far as again, I've always been team Android. I only ever got an iPhone because of family when the kids started being born, because obviously sharing photos and videos and such. But man. Yes, Forever Sci-Fi. That shelf bothers my OCD. I mean, yeah, this was before I had any organization skills. I still don't have any organization skills, but obviously I've got a lot more. I still need to put those back in order. But yeah.
Oh, awesome. That's good to hear. Well, thank y'all very much.
By the
Thanks
way,
for joining.
None
yes,
business who was in the chat.
Awesome. Great. Well, anyway, I wanted to make a video. I uploaded one. Wait to see the final product. I know that he's got the rough draft the rough cut out right now, and even just to be able to see that would be really awesome. So, I know Jeremy's trying to come down here to New Orleans in the next couple of months. So, maybe if he can, maybe I can try and convince him. Hey, maybe bring that cut so that way we can.
Okay, so it's a bit of memory. So Jeremy, the infamous time Jeremy came down to New Orleans, and we finally met for the first time, and then we went downtown and. If you know it, you know it. So what I was just talking about there about a cut of a movie. So Ivan Ortega, shout out to Ivan Ortega. He, this is what kind of really got him especially known. He did a edit of, The Last Jedi, I think. And he tried to make it into a good movie. And he spent so much time trying to make all these different things work. And he did a really good job on it, though. He was working on that thing for years, though. Right, for a very, very long time. N7 Myth, I have not seen in a long time, but yeah, that's back when N7 Myth was here. Jeremy, let's see, Jeremy Smurf hanging out there too. All right, let's see, Andrew McAvoy, I don't remember. Andrew McAvoy, Rat Boy, okay, I do remember Rat Boy. 367. He says, you need a guest spot on the High Council. Jeremy needs to make that happen.
I was younger, and then of course
I felt it was like, wait a minute.
I know that there's some people. Jeremy is at one of them who defends the prequels. I don't think they're very good films. Now, even though I say that, I still own every single one. So I'm actually going to grab that right now.
Oh man.
So some of you may not know that I'm a huge Blu-ray collector.
No self-awareness.
So this was
the dad bod full of shit.
on sale for about maybe like $30, $30 or $40. So for all the films, it was a really good deal. And the way I put it is that even though the prequels aren't good movies, I will say that they are still funny. I can still watch them.
It's so funny to see styles change too. It's like the way in which I speak, the way in which I give information. Obviously, I think a lot of it is still the same, but it is interesting. Now, I will say this much for anyone who's like, how dare you buy an official? The reason why, there's actually a good reason why I bought the complete saga, and it's because one of the giveaway items also, unofficially, of course, is I had been looking into and getting the Star Wars despecialized editions. So now we're a bit spoiled on this, right? We have the Star Wars despecialized editions. We also have Project 4K now as well. And so I've actually got the despecialized set and also the Project 4K set too. And so those will also be in the giveaways tonight as well. But in order to legally justify being able to have those, you need to own the original version. And so that is the reason why I actually got it. It was much more practical than anything else. Let's see. Gary says, Odin, the geek years. I've not stopped being a geek, but I think you could definitely say that there's a lot of geekdom going on there. All right, let me just see who else we had going on in the chat at that time. So we had people like Caleb Doom. Caleb Dumay. I remember Caleb Dumay. I do. Man. If anyone's watching this after the fact, please make yourself known. Bjorn in the chat. Jeremy Carr in the chat. Let's see who else was there during that first stream. Anyone else from the early days? From the early days. System Error. I remember System Error. I was confused at first when I saw the name. I was like, oh boy, what have I done? Calendar Bear. Okay, I remember Calendar Bear. Snipe Dude, System Error. Man, again, some of these names I have not seen in quite a long time. Man, but anyway, that's 5 years ago.
Definitely something to think in, to cover in the future. So thank you very much for that calendar. Thank you very much. Warlock Huntress, you'll get there. You're well on your.
So, and if you're wondering like why the screen is also a little bit shaky, so as I mentioned before, I was actually doing this stream on a phone, and so I was actually scrolling through the chat on the phone. So one of the reasons also why I got the Moto E4 is because the screen was so big, so I could see myself, but then also see the chat and be able to read it as easily as possible. So, man, but that was my first stream. That was the first stream I ever did on YouTube. So we'll take a small break, and then we're going to jump ahead. Still within 5 years, actually. So still 5 years ago is the next one. But you'll see a lot of things have changed. I have my actual snowball microphone. I've got some lighting going on. My angle has changed as well. And you'll see some names that I know you'll say, well, wait a minute. I recognize some of these people. But let's get to the chat for a second real quick. Let's get to the chat. Make sure I'm highlighting everyone's comments. Let's see, where did we leave off here? See, Big Worm at 808 said, I'm a huge Minecrafter. MS clearing up the mystery may just ruin that part of the game. Imagination's key. Absolutely. You build your own world. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sensei Mike, hope you are well. Also, Snore Poopus, again, thank you. Gary Badger says, Odin Acolyte knew Anakin blew up the Death Star. Yep. Let's see. Alexandra, can you tell me why Hollywood hates Christians, then makes The Conjuring glorifying the claim that they were exorcists? Because it's clearly, again, demonic influence. Demonic influence. Best trick the devil ever did was proving or convincing people he did not exist. So it actually makes sense to me. Fetigator says, was a bit disappointed to hear Cavill's Warhammer 4K Amazon series might be shelved. You never say never, but yeah, I'm not a 4K Hammer 4K person, so I am not too invested in that, but I understand why anyone would be. Big Worm, maybe a bit, but really they do take the time to line up what's coming. It's worth a watch. Talking about the Red Letter Media video. Okay. Abomination, not saying Minecraft movie is wrong since it has no source material. It's just going to be hard to compete with all the Minecraft players out there who spent years building their own Minecraft worlds with their own lore. Maybe one of them is getting put into the movie, though. Yeah. And also, I think it brings the bigger question of, will there be any type of potential IP theft, right? Because if someone built a world or built a story within the game and the movie happens to copy it in any way or be similar to it anyway, that would also be interesting, because obviously it's never good if someone's property is being taken like that. Cthulhu says, you need to read this manga with your kids for a way to make video gameplay engaging. This village sim NPC could only be human. It screams out good morals. Interesting. Hardwick says, did you hear Richard Dreyfuss's recent comments? How about instead you tell me a bit about what the comments are instead of leaving it open-ended like that? 14 Biz. Sorry I've been late. Congrats on the 500 mark. Thank you. Appreciate it. We got also Miss Modern Muses. Hail to Miss Modern Muses. Heartbreak says, I know my local Cinemark does a brisk business in foreign language films for the local Indian populace, plus Fathom events. There you go. In terms of survival strategies. Yeah, I think that there are definitely a lot of strategies that a lot of theaters can do. Having the summer shows, right? I know Regal does a lot of summer show times too. Cheaper tickets in the early morning. It's almost like a club I think you can sign up for. You get cheaper popcorn and drinks even. That's going to be the way they have to do it though, right? Because their overhead, or rather the return on investment, the ROI that they have on popcorn and drinks is so vastly high, they can cut those pretty easily. Now, I say that now to remind everyone that one of the reasons why it's as high as it is because it does, to some degree, it does need to be high because they don't get really any money off of ticket sales. They get their money off of the concession stand. And if they're going to want to continue to operate, if they're going to continue to do well, that's what's got to happen. Right? They've got to make money somewhere. The hair. Oh, dang. I remember that stream, says Sensei Mike. Yes, indeed. Sensei Mike has been around for a while as well. Peter Farallo, what's going on? Welcome. Again, so it's at Odin, Alexandra, at Odin. Just like what Gary Banjo Sandwich Worthington did here, at Odin. And I kind of already mentioned that. So remember that also. Please don't try to double post things or keep bringing things up over and over again. If there's something I don't talk about, there's probably a good reason why I'm not talking about it. Okay? Hardwick, isn't it harder to maintain a beard than hair? To a certain extent. I do get it trimmed maybe every month and a half or so. It would require me to actually maintain it. But to each their own. Winnie Hunter says, oh, wow, straw man, Odin had hair. I did. I bet that shelf never fell down. It's still standing behind me, technically. Kaylee Chow, I don't know what's scarier, Odin with hair or Gary without a beard. No, Gary without a beard is absolutely terrifying. All the greatest YouTubers start from humble beginnings. Obviously I hope that I can try to hold on to that as much as I can because and that's why I've had to step away from social media at times, because sometimes it does get to you. Sometimes it takes over parts of your life that you probably, it shouldn't be taking over. And so that's why know thyself is still one of the greatest pieces of advice that we get from the ancient Greek philosophers. And I think it's one that we should take, right? Just to be aware of who we are and the things that impact us, how they impact us, what's really important in this life, for sure. Let's see. Heartbreak Ridge. So what kind of statistics on that first video? Let's see. Thoughts on the upcoming Reagan biopic? I'm going to be honest. I'm not all that interested. I'm an independent person politically. I am a Catholic first, traditional Catholic. That is where any political thought I have is ultimately going to come from, is going to be my faith, right? It's going to be coming from the moral perspectives, especially through when we look at Catholic social teaching. How do I apply the teachings of Christ into my everyday life? Because guess what? When you do that, it's not Republican and it's not Democrat. So I'm independent. I try to look at the entirety of the person, the entirety of the person's views, and I try to make the best decision possible. And also to recognize that no one single person can save me. And I think one of the problems we have in today's world is that no matter what side of the aisle you're on, there is this Messiah savior complex, not by the individuals themselves, but by the people who support them, who think, oh, if I just vote for this person, they're going to save me. If I just vote for this person, they're going to fix all my problems. You know, the thing I'm always the sickest of hearing is this is the most important election of our lifetime. That's been the case now for the past, 20 plus years? Every single cycle is the most important of our lifetime. Most important of our lifetime. And I'm thinking to myself, at the end of the day, I don't trust any of them. I understand take the better of the two evils. But I just know for me, I'm an idealist, so I do have higher standards. It's like, I don't want to just take the better of two evils. I want someone who actually is good, a good person. Hardwick said, in that clip, your personality seems very different. You remind me a little of Josiah there. I think it was just mostly I was shy. I did not have as much. I would still not say I'm polished by any means, but I didn't have nearly as much polish, so. Son of Red Fox. Google Hangouts was the bane of my workday back then. Oh, yes, in Hangouts. Study B is missed. She is indeed missed, but yeah, she's working a lot, so. Did you lose weight since episode 1, says Kincaid Rumsky? I don't know. I honestly don't know what I weighed back then, because I know I've lost weight since Lent of this year, but yeah. Thulu, do that muffin top showing when getting something from the shelf. I know, right? I know. You learned as you go. Exactly that, Rob D. Alice McCarthy and his love of terrible films like R.I.P.D. is also missed. Agreed. Because Alex McCarthy had been here also for, from the beginning too. Hardwick, I got that exact Star Wars Blu-ray set for about $8, including shipping a few years ago. Whoever owned it before had also stuck the Blu-ray disc of The Force Awakens in the case. Oh, dang. Wow. Wow. All right, let me see what I can do here. Can I pick a winner while it is still here? All right, let's go ahead and pick some winners of some stuff, right? We got some giveaways going on. I got the Morak, Scott McKenzie, Joey's Movie Blog, Master of Gaming, Kimberly G, and then anyone else I mentioned previously are still in here too. All right, so let's see. Our first winner of the night, let's see how this goes, is Master of Gaming. Master of Gaming, are you still in the chat? And if so, claim your prize. Claim your prize. And I don't know if you heard some of the options from earlier or not. It's going to be hard, I think, to list them all off. I wish I had written them down, but, things being as they are. But here are some of the options. So whether you are Master of Gaming and you are here, you can claim your prize. And if it doesn't claim it in a certain amount of time, then I will give it to someone else. But as of right now, the options are The Roaring Twenties, Suzume, Godzilla 2014, Harakiri, Interstellar, The Departed, The Fifth Element, Peanuts Holiday Collection, Battle of the Worlds, There Will Be Blood, 310 to Yuma, this is the remake. Let's see, War Games, Heat, John Wick, Chapters 1 through 4, Blu-ray set, Nefarious, The Holdovers. I've also got Top Gun Maverick Blu-ray, Planes, Trains, Automobiles, Shawshank Redemption, Alita Battle Angel, They Live, that's 4K Steelbook, 2001 A Space Odyssey on 4K, Train to Busan on 4K, Banshees of Inisherin Blu-ray, Last Night in Soho Blu-ray, It's a Wonderful Life 4K, Speed 4K, The Wailing on 4K, Love and Monsters on 4K, Interstellar, I think I have multiple copies of that. Raging Bull Criterion Blu-ray, believe it's the no, it's the 4K of Raging Bull. Blu-ray of Criterion's 12 Angry Men. Blu-ray of Criterion's Some Like It Hot. Blu-ray of Criterion's The Fisher King. I've got a couple copies of those. Blu-ray of Basketball and 4K of Starship Troopers. So hopefully y'all were maybe mentally marking some of those down. But let's see. The winner was Master of Gaming, and he was not showing up. So Master of Gaming, you have lost your spot, good sir. I gave some time there, so we'll go ahead and choose a different winner now. Our next winner is Forever Sci-Fi. Forever Sci-Fi. Claim your prize. Claim your prize. Forever Sci-Fi. Claim your prize. And don't worry, after I've picked several winners, we will reopen it again, so that way you can enter in if you have not entered in already. Going to try to give away as many things as I possibly can. This is international, so whether you are in the United States or not, doesn't matter. I will ship anywhere in the world. I just ask that you please email me, Twitter DM me, Discord DM me, to confirm shipping, because that's one thing I do need is shipping. And I see Forever Sci-Fi, he is indeed here, and he's like, I like that Starship Troopers, and it is yours, good sir. And that, I believe, is the only copy that I have, so that's no longer on the table. But boom, 20th anniversary, Starship Troopers 4K, that is all yours, good sir. So Forever Sci-Fi, congratulations. Please make sure to contact me to confirm shipping. I think you've won before, so I think I have your shipping, but just to confirm. And I'm going to have to be smart about this. One Forever Sci Star Troopers. Boom. There it is. Congratulations, good sir. Oh, man. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. All right, we're going to pick another winner here. Our next winner is Hardwick. Hardwick is here. I know. I saw him. He heard giveaway and he was like, I'm here. What's going on, Hardwick? Claim your prize. Claim your prize, good sir. Claim that prize. And as we wait for him to claim the prize, let me see who else is in the chat. Yeah, Patriot Dirt says, I would love to get the despecialized version. I have the special VHS, DVD, and one recent Blu-ray releases. That is cool. Where'd you get them from? You can find them online. They exist out there. That's all I can really say, because the process of getting access to them, it's not too difficult, but there is, again, you have to agree to certain things, right? Obviously, because we're not trying to, we're not trying to, sell these things, right? That's why I make them to give them away. But that's the other thing, too, I do have as well, right? I do have Star Wars Despecialized, and then I have also Star Wars Project 4K. They're the Blu-rays in all cases. They're all Blu-rays. And I will say that the Empire Strikes Back only recently got finished, and so it is still the official version, but it's still got a little ways to go as far as, I think, color correction and things, but still looking good. Still looking good. All right, but let's see, though. Let's see if Hardwick claims it. All right, let me know which one. I read them all off earlier. Please do not make me read them off again. If you think that there was one mentioned, you can say it, and I'll say whether it's available or not. Let's see. All right, back into the chat while we figure that one out before we choose our next winner. Hardwick says, Dreyfuss condemned diversity quotas as infringement on artistic freedom and also argued that white actors should be allowed to play non-white characters. He used Olivier's Othello as an example. I don't know necessarily about that one. I do think that as culture changes, so do we. So I think that movement away from that is mostly a good thing, with exceptions being in the case of something like a comedy. Like, I think of Tropic Thunder, but that one still clearly it's a white man who is pretending, and in the entire concept of the movie, it's known that person is not actually that color, it's not actually that race. So that's one thing. It's different if you're actually trying to portray someone of a different we're past that. But yeah, I agree with the other thing also about the infringement upon artistic freedom. And that's why it's really cool to see what happens in a lot of the films being made by, the name escapes me. He's directing the upcoming film coming out later this year of Nosferatu. I think he did The Witch, and he's done The Northman. Eggers. Robert Eggers? Roger Eggers? Robert Eggers? Because he was like, no, I'm casting people who are appropriate for this time frame, for this time period. It's like, good on you, dude. Good on you. Alrighty, let's see who else is in the chat, and let's then get caught up with the choice made. It's a Wonderful Life, says Hardwick. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeedy. I do believe that was one of the ones I had mentioned. Now, if only I can find it. It's here somewhere. Where are you, you little devil? Where did you go? There it is. Boom, Hardwick. It is yours. The 4K edition of It's a Wonderful Life. Congratulations. As usual, contact me, and I'll put Wonderful Life. Boom. There it is. All right, let's pick another winner here. Boom. Oh, man. Oh, man. It is the man with the orange hat. Orange hat. Claim your prize, good sir. Claim your prize, and let's go ahead and head back over to another video as we figure out Orange Hat's choices. Here is the next video I wanted to show. All right, so here is a little time later. It's like 3 hours later. It still says 5 years, and so this would have to have been maybe a couple of months have passed. You'll already start to notice that there's a background change, for instance, right? But I picked this spot of the video specifically because part of what I'm wearing today comes into the fold. Patrick Shepard says, love it, Ireland for the win. Yes, indeed. Ireland is awesome. Women22 says, Ireland is awesome. Love those flat caps. Yeah, actually, I've got two. One is not from Ireland. I do have one that's actually like handmade wool, or rather however you describe it. But it's actually from Irish wool made in Ireland because my parents went there and they got me a flat cap, and I love it. It's great. But I do have this one. Rocking my Star Wars shirt.
as well. So I love flat caps too.
There it is.
How's that look? Do I look cool? Do I look Irish now? Hi, top of the morning to ya. Welcome to Odin's movie vlog. Let's get going.
Oh, all right. So also that's when the channel had a different name. That's when we went by Odin's movie blog, which we are no longer. We are OMB Reviews now. But that's obviously where it comes from. But yeah, that's like the birth of when the hat started to be worn. It was hanging on my TV, and someone had mentioned it, and so yeah, started to wear it, and really the rest is history, and it's been worn ever since. It's funny to hear how different my voice is too. I guess that is because of just talking not only on stream, but also talking so much as a teacher as well. I feel like my voice has gotten a lot deeper over the years. So it's always interesting to hear that too, right? You're just hearing the youth in your voice. This would have been when I was in my 20s that this was going on. And yeah, it really is just crazy to look back and be like, man, I'm so similar, and yet I'm also still so very different. Also enjoy that Irish accent there. But look who we have in here, okay? By this point, Stephanie B and Tina had become my Valkyrie. They had become my mods. So there they are in the chat. Wabin22 had been in there too. Wabin had been around for a long time. I don't know where Wabin went. Damajanai. Everyone knows Damajanai. Guess what? Damajanai. Early days of OMB Reviews. Johnny 5 is alive. That was a fun one to have in there. Goff R35, he had been in there. Dave Bob's still around other channels, because I've seen him in other channels before, and I've been like, dude, where you been? Where you been, dude? There is Voorhees in the chat. Remember Voorhees, 67. I want to say we may have gotten into a fight, actually. But shout out to Voorhees. All right, I miss all the people I used to have. Look at that. I'm still wearing it. Still wearing the hat throughout the stream. Oh, man, the Mr. Pete channel. The Mr. Pete channel. Oh, man, it was always has reached X amount, is trying to reach X amount. Always going on there. Oh, man, okay. Lost Soldier 212. Oh, man, because reasons. Lost Soldier, they've been around. Mr. Peabody. Mr. Peabody's still in the Discord server. He sends me messages every now and then. He just never shows up on streams. It makes me sad. It makes me sad. Let's see. Eric Rajala. Rajala. Patrick Shepard in the chat. Because reasons. Hound 3000 needs hugs. Hound 3000, bro. Oh, man. And look, Super Anime Gamer. I don't know if he's in the chat tonight or not, but Super Anime Gamer, you all hear me say the name. Hey, what is up, my dude? That is the origin of Super Anime Gamer. 5 years the guy's been with me. 5 years. What is the Matrix? Snipe Dude, Danelaw UK. Lost Soldier 212, Cyclone 24. B, please. I always had to censor that person's name. I think that might be why they eventually left, because I was like, I'm not saying your name. I'm not saying it. I'm not going to do it. Let me jump ahead a little bit. Oh, man. I'm more interested in... Oh, Brad. Brad Beer Hunter. He was our first troll. Before General Wingster, there was Brad, everybody. Brad was the ultimate troll. Matsuine. Oh, man. Memory. All Alone in the Moonlight. Oh, who else do we got? Who else did we have at that time? Hamlet's Tragedy 89 was there a lot, too. Spiral Out. Sebastian Nocturne. Oh, Lando. We had someone named Lando Calrissian, so I was like, hey, I am a handmaiden. I yield frequently in my Lando voice. Jedi Starship. He had been around a long time. Man, let me see what I was talking about this time.
Sacraments, they are vital to us. You know, Christ himself established the sacrament of baptism. He raised marriage, which had already existed.
I sound like a baby. I sound... Oh, man. Oh, man. I sound so little. High-pitched voice. I was doing my theological discourses even back then, though. Donald Hudson I had seen also listed there in the chat. Donald Hudson was a longtime supporter. And I know eventually I think he had to like leave YouTube and such. As again, we all go through. Again, a lot happens in 5 years. A lot happens in 5 years. But those were like the two videos I found. And again, just really cool to see some of the old names, some of the old players, and how a lot of them are still around, and how many we've lost along the way. Anyway, let me go now and make sure Orange Hat, I think that was the case, right? Orange Hat indeed won. Let's see. I claim the fifth element in honor of 500. Boom. I do have another Fifth Element 4K Blu-ray. So, boom. Orange Hat gets that. So, Orange Hat gets fifth. And I he's in my Keeper the Bifrost, so I got him. Boom. Perfect. All right, let me pick another winner. Keely Chow! Keely Chow! Congratulations! Claim your prize, Keely. Claim your prize. All right, let me head back into the chat and say hello. See, Snow Golem, I wasn't holding out hope for a good 40K show, even with HC, Henry Cavill, since Amazon. Yeah, absolutely. Those producers can do a lot. Peter, thank you, man. I really do appreciate that. Oh, man. Let's see. Alexander, bro, it's because this reminds me of why you got banned initially, because you never followed any of the instruction. You need to put the @ symbol and then the name Odin and then your comment or question. If you're just going to go off and chat and talk, I'm not going to talk about it. And if you're going to try to bring up drama crap, then I'm definitely not going to talk about it. And actually, I'm actually happy that that's happening, because now we're also having more memories of the channel. Because if anyone's been around for a while, everyone should remember Alexandra. He's a part of the history of this channel. He is crucial and vital to understanding the history of the channel. If you thought my rivalry with Hardwick was hard hitting, you ain't seen nothing yet. And again, congratulations to Forever Sci-Fi. My shipping hasn't changed, but I can resend. Perfect. Yeah, if anyone wins and I don't get any confirmation that night, I typically will look around and see if check an email, things like that. And if I find one, I will send to what the last thing sent was. Write it down. I did indeed. Again, Harwick had claimed his. Rowdy says, Odin will ship anywhere in the world. So if you're on Mars or Jupiter, unfortunately, you can't enter. If you're on Saturn, I'd like to know how you're alive. That's another great point, too. But yeah, I've sent to the Philippines. I've sent to Australia. I literally will send anywhere. The only issue that ever pops up with physical media is if you get it in another country, there's a chance that it won't play because of the region codes. Hardwick had wanted that. Robert Eggers. I thought it was Robert Eggers. Joey's Movie Blog. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. Wendy Hunter says, you got way better and love the cap then and now. Oh, thank you very much, Wendy. I appreciate that. John Wingster. Here he is. The pet troll is still here. You're still Odin's Movie Blog. We do not forgive past mistakes here. How dare you? How dare you dead name me? Killer Chat says, speaking of Tina B, I saw her in the chat at the Real BBC earlier today. Yeah, I know she tries to always keep up with as much YouTube as she can. And she's on the Discord all the time. So she's still very active there. Gary says, Dave Bob is with Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Nowadays. Oh, fun. Nice. Rowdy, these streams must have been right before I started watching you. I started watching around the time Joker came out, 2019. Yeah, I mean, because I've been streaming since, 2018? Because it was in the aftermath. It was in the aftermath of The Last Jedi, and it was with the box office performance of Solo: A Star Wars Story. Because that's really where things... My first videos were on MoviePass being garbage, and then the coverage of of Solo: A Star Wars Story. And that's when the origins of the box office coverage came into a play as well. You had a sturdier shelf back then, says General Wingster. I see. General Wingster. Gosh. Joey's Movie Blog. Fun fact, I discovered you from FlickPick, Rise of Skywalker car video. Yeah, man. Dude, shout out to the FlickPick. He has been busy with stuff in life. Settling down, preparing for that, I should say, and with work, getting real jobs. Crazy. Jetto Wingster. Well, it's still ongoing. Cthulhu says, when's the math meme? Your audience demands the memes. Oh, man. And in fact, yeah, there's a few things I can share with that. And so before that, Cthulhu, how dare you try to force me to do something? You leave me no choice.
You leave me no choice but to declare you excommunicado.
You left me no choice. But it is one of my favorite ones, and so absolutely I will say that, even though we're not technically doing anything tonight. So here it is.
Let us see a real mathematician at work!
And I realized that desktop audio was on so that we could see the videos, so that may have been doubly so. So I'll play it one more time because this channel is all about
Let us see a real mathematician at work!
Boom. There it is. There it is. Let's see. Snow Golem says, I love the Gray J app. I can watch all my BootTube channels without BootTube crap. Can't wait till they make the desktop version. Far it's only on Android. Keely Chow, what movies are left? I can't really go through all of them again. All I can say is Fifth Element has been taken. There is still one more of these left. It's a Wonderful Life has been taken, and Starship Troopers has been taken, and everything else is still available that I had mentioned previously. So try throwing out some names. I just don't want to go through them all again. It takes me too much time. Took me too much time. Let's see. Alexander says, I have mental health issues, so people just ban me for not seeing one of their chips they have on their shoulders, you included. Bro, no. Again, I laid out exactly why you got banned. Because you were not following instruction. You were not following the rules of the chat. And towards the end, especially, you were starting to I think you actually started cursing me out in the chat. It's like, that's not what we do here, dude. So, yeah. We're always very, very clear in the chat. Always. Let's see. Orange Chat says, Grips acts excitedly. Yeah. Keely Chow. Fun fact discovered you on Geeks Gamers video. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Alexander, I hardly am able to formulate the words for what I'm thinking to explain things to you, but you're expecting me to know all your boundaries because, dude, I explain what they are. That's the problem. I explain what they are. I'm always very consistent with what the rules are. It's that either you're choosing not to listen, or if it is the case that you don't fully understand, then why are you posting anything at all to such a degree? Why isn't it just having general conversation back and forth? You know? That's the problem, okay? And because I always respect if there is an issue, because we have people in the chat who clearly have some cognition issues, and that's totally fine. Everyone is welcome here. But when it starts to become disruptive to the chat, and as you can see right now, this is disrupting the flow of the chat, that is when it becomes a problem. All right? That is when it becomes a problem, okay? All right, General Wingster says, I started watching your solo vids 2018, but didn't watch the streams till mid-19, I want to say. Ah, yes, yes. Keely Chow says, Fifth Element. Okay, yes, I think I have one more. Boom, yeah, the last of the 4K Fifth Elements. That is all yours, good sir. Congratulations. And again, email me through Discord, through Twitter, through email, whatever it might be. That way I can get it sent to you. That way I can get it sent to you. All right, let's do another one. Let's do another one. All right, let's see. GMonkey76, if you're still in the chat, GMonkey76, claim your prize. Claim your prize, good sir. King Kid Rumsky, 2 + 2 = expecto patronum math. Exactly. Prince Green says, I don't want to be a snitch, but I have reported this person, his nonsense was getting old. Yeah. So again, for anyone who is coming in, doesn't know what's going on. So Alexandra is he's in the chat as Hugh. And so he was a member on the channel for a very long time, and there was always some disconnects going on, but we were usually able to still have good conversations. And then it got to a point where it just was incredibly distracting, and it was very much disruptive to the flow of the show. And it also, again, became cursing, things like that. So, Yeah. G-Monkey76, what's going on? Star Wars 4K. So just to confirm, it is the Project 4K editions. They are the Blu-ray versions, though, just so you know. So they're standard Blu-ray, but it's the Project 4K editions of it. And yes, those are still available. Would you like the Project 4K? And actually, I just remind myself, I have to write down... oh, man. Who was it? Keeley. And Keeley also got Fifth Element. There we go. Wait a minute. Oh, it's out of... my things were out of order. All right, so Starship Troopers was first, then It's a Wonderful Life, and then 2. Okay. I was like, I hope I didn't give one away by accident. All right. So let's see. He says Star Wars 4K. Let's see. Let's get back to the chat and we'll figure that one out. I found you and the rest of the fellowship through Ryan and his Star Wars rants. Whoa! I don't feel like there's a lot of crossover typically with Ryan. So that's really interesting. That's really, really cool. That's fine. And thank you. Boom. It's yours. Star Wars 4K. It is yours. And again, email me just to confirm these things of where to send them to. Did you ever ask about the sub-Saharan African slave trade? Excuse me. No, he was never here for that. Oh, man. Let's make another winner. Let's do it. Terotos Felicitas. Terotos, are you still here? Claim your prize if you are still here. If not, we'll pick another one. I'm going to try and send as many things out tonight as possible. Jenna Wingster, I'm just an entertainer. Yes. That's why when I say pet troll, that means he's the good troll. He's the good kind of troll. He's the one that I not only put up with, but I actually would support. I would mod him, but because he's a pet troll, a part of his trollery could very well be to do some naughty things that he shouldn't be doing, like timing out people who've been here for a long time. So, oh dang, dude, Sam Ash Cast, thank you very much, dude. He just sent $50 donation via Streamlabs. YouTube ain't getting none of that. You get the cute gif of Willow with the big little snoot. Sam Ash Cast, thank you so very much. $50 saying, congratulations on your 500th. Keep shining your light. Well, God bless you, brother. Again, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for that. I appreciate it. Let's see. And this is the reason why. Dude, Alexander, this is the reason why. Because I never told anybody to report you. I cannot stop anyone from reporting you. Okay? If you are annoying them, it is totally up to them to report you, not me. I'm not going to report you until you start to go down this rabbit hole. Indeed, as Orange Hat says, insult the All-Father at your peril. And it's also because I know that you say there's some cognitive stuff going on, and I truly believe it, okay? But when you then respond with, you really are a zero? I'm sorry, dude. How can I in any way think that you're here in good faith? How can I in any way think that you're in good faith? The man with the orange hat, he has the hammer. I didn't tell him to do this. He did it on his own because he is awesome and he is the holder of the hammer. Bro, if you're not going to be respectful, this should not be hard, okay? If you're not going to be respectful, expect a response. I've tried to be very patient, okay? I've really tried to be patient. Let's see. Thanatos says, is Fifth Element still available? No, it is not. The copies of Fifth Element are gone. I'll go through these just one more time. So, again, for anyone that did enter in earlier, please, either mental note or write it on a piece of paper. All right? Because it kills me to go through these sometimes. Anyway, Roaring Twenties, Suzume, Godzilla 2014, Harakiri, Interstellar, The Departed 4K Steelbook, Peanuts Holiday Collection on 4K, Battle of the Worlds, There Will Be Blood, 310 to Yuma, that's the remake. Harakiri, War Games on 4K, Heat on 4K, Blu-ray collection of John Wick's chapters 1 through 4. Nefarious, The Holdovers on Blu-ray. Top Gun Maverick on Blu-ray. Planes, Trains, Automobiles 4K. Shawshank Redemption 4K. Alita Battle Angel 4K. They Live 4K Steelbook. 2001 Space Odyssey 4K. Train to Busan 4K. Banshees of Inisherin Blu-ray. Last Night in Soho 4K. Speed, that's Speed 1 4K. A film called The Wailing in 4K. Love and Monsters 4K. Interstellar 4K. Raging Bull, that's Criterion 4K. 12 Angry Men on Blu-ray. Some Like It Hot Blu-ray, that's Criterion as well. Fisher King Blu-ray, Criterion. Basketball on Blu-ray. And I also have Star Wars Despecialized Edition Blu-ray. All right, General Wingster. Ode supports my support for the Polak Slavic slave trade to the Sahara. Oh, man. Snowgall, I'm holding out any hope for the upcoming Alien movie. It looks okay, but the story and what they have done to the timeline and lore. Yeah, I saw the trailer for it today, and it actually has promise. It looks very promising. Sam Ashcash, again, thank you so very much. I just want to say it again for the $50 donation, man. It really does mean a lot. John Wingster says, wow, I could have had a wrench. Well, now I'm just disappointed. Gary. We are here to celebrate, if not shush and enjoy without typing. Yeah, Gary Banjo, that's a good point. Peanuts, please, says Thanatos. Perfect. At first, I thought you meant like you want Peanuts to see the show. But absolutely, dude, it is yours. Just, again, email me. Reach out to me, whatever way, Twitter, Discord, traditional email to confirm shipping. Thanatos Peanuts. Boom. There it is. Thank you again for being a member here on the channel. All right, another winner. We got Wendy Hunter. Wendy. Yes. Yes, Wendy. Wendy, claim your prize. It is all yours, Wendy. Let's see. Orange Chat says, he has 5 minutes to get his act together. Next time is an axe. And if he comes back again, it will be an auto ban. Clone accounts have rollover punishment. Indeed. So again, if you're in good faith, man, come back. Enjoy the show. All right? Enjoy the show. Oh, Wendy, she knew exactly what she wanted to. Yes, girl. Absolutely. So she has chosen the John Wick collection, and that's chapters 1 through 4 on Blu-ray. Indeed. You got it. You got it, JD. I don't know if anyone... There was an infomercial from back in the day. We would watch it. Me and my sister, my brothers would watch it all the time. And it was for Children's Palace. I don't know if anyone remembers that. It's for Children's Palace. That's where it's at. And this infomercial had like a bunch of people that like, there was one kid who was in the first Mighty Ducks film, actually, who was in it. Lacey Chabert, young Lacey Chabert, who was more well known by most people from Mean Girls, the first edition of Mean Girls. But it is one of the greatest things that you've ever seen. It's just a commercial, basically, but it's so funny. So there's this guy dressed as an old grandma, and he's just doing random things the whole time. So at one point, there's these fake boulders on set. And so the kid's like, who put these boulders on set? Take care of them. And he just goes, you got it, JD. And then he starts like kicking him and as a grandma, and then gets hit in the head. He sits down. Oh dear, I dropped the stitch. This is my childhood, by the way. That's what we watched. Jenna Wingster, can I still enter in? My lateness was out of control. Let me see. I want to make sure that we can do that. Let's see. So Wendy Hunter had chosen one. Let me see. Allow entries. Let's see. Yes, I can. You can and now enter in again. So if you already had entered in from before, I still have him. We'll do a couple more, and then we'll wrap things up for the evening, because I don't want to go too over, but it is episode 500, people. It is episode 500. And actually, that reminds me. I feel like there has to be some like older videos that we used to use for the channel a lot. So let me see if we still have them. Add existing. No. Oh, let me see if I can find it. Oh, okay, here's one. Yes. Definitely want to loop that one for sure. Transform. We want to fit to screen. There we go. All right. I have no idea if this is going to play loudly or not, but how many of y'all remember this one? Because I used to say this one all the time.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
If anyone's ever seen the show Stella before, oh man, what a great show. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I made a lot of mistakes, especially earlier on during my time. And I love that clip. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, let's see. And I think there was only one other one that I used a lot. And yes, I still have it. Oh, man. And this is going to remind me. So rest in peace to John Panette. He was a wonderful comic. Died way too young. And he was just phenomenal. So I put together a collage of this, and it's still one of my favorite collages to this very day. Because I said it all the time. I still say it. I say nay, nay. I say nay, nay to that. But anyway, rest in peace to John Panette.
I said, oh, nay, nay. I say nay, nay. It's easier for me. Nay, nay. 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 Get out of the line.
Yes. I say nay, nay. Oh, man. I love it. By the way, Hardwick, don't enter in again. Because if you win, you're not going to... Yeah, and it's not letting you join. So, yeah, I got General Wingster and Mr. Roy were able to join in. So, let me go ahead and pick another winner here. All right, Scott McKenzie. Yes, brother. Scott McKenzie, claim your prize. Scott McKenzie, claim your prize. I miss that man, too. That dude was so freaking funny. And all the specials that I ever watched him in were so great. But that one always stuck with me. All right, Scott McKenzie says Star Wars. Oh, let's see. I think both of them were taken. But here's the beauty of it. I can make you a copy. So there are actually really almost no limits to that. So Scott McKenzie, do you want the Despecialized or the Project 4K editions? Now, again, they're both Blu-rays, but they're different ways of getting the original cuts, essentially, of the film. Both are good. I think both are great. But let me know which one of those, and I will get started on that set so I can send that one out to you. And I'll send it out just in case for any reason I can't go to Dallas. So, Despecialized, as I do not have them anymore. Oh, absolutely, dude. You got it. No problem. I will get on that set. I just the other day bought a bunch of new blank Blu-rays just so that I could do more of those. All right. Let's see. Let's get another winner chosen, and then as y'all are figuring out what y'all are going to want. Average Patriot Nerd, are you still here? Average Patriot Nerd, are you still here? Claim your prize. All right. Let's see. Hat of Discipline. Yes, indeed. He takes his job seriously, and I appreciate it. Orange Chat says, the Romulus trailer really is going to the H.R. Geiger hyper concept of the face hugger getting a little bit friendly. Oh, yeah. I know exactly the moment you're talking about, dude. Yeah. And here's the thing. It's so disgusting and absolutely over-sexualized, but what I also say is that it's one of those weird things where I appreciate it because it shows they are still going to be using practical effects. And I think that to do the face huggers and to do Alien right, you need to have a good mixture of practical effects. I think it's going to do it very well. Let's see. Print Screen says, we will not tolerate any of your stupid games. Why are you apologizing? That was a great choice. Orange Hat says, while he's already punished those who cut him down, this is a warning. You do not kick those who are already down. Keep it civil. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Orange Hat, right on the money. Right on the money. Wendy Hunter says, what is your email to have social media? You can put, so there is the main email, which is odinsmovieblog@gmail.com, but that's a mouthful. So if you email odin@ombreviews.com, it should forward it to my email, and then I'll be able to respond to you there. So odin@ombreviews.com, because I have email forwarding with that address. Heimdall is generous. He's so generous tonight. Seriously, thank Heimdall, everybody. Mr. Roy says, I started watching your streams when you started to stream to D-Live. Dude, yeah, Mr. Roy, that's a deep cut, man. That's a really deep cut. I remember being on D-Live for years, and then eventually it just died. It just stopped working. They changed. They used to have this like chess system where if you had a certain number of like viewers or something like, I forget exactly the metric, but you could like get free crypto stuff basically. And it was a really cool concept. And it fell on its face. But yeah, Mr. Roy, that's a deep cut right there. Yes. I love it. Jenna Wingster was happy. Let's see. King Eruption says, were any of the G&G cast on your show, even if by comments? The one time I can say for sure that we had a bunch of people in the fandom at the time, right? The current day fellowship at that time known as the Fandom Menace in some parts of the internet. It was one of my birthday streams. So people surprised me, and Jeremy was here. A bunch of people were here. Yeah, that was probably the one time that I had the most people from G&G and from other places on. So I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Boomer Gary, sorry Odin, exactly. I say nay, nay. Cthulhu. South Park did I'm sorry best. I agree, Cthulhu. I definitely agree with that. I'm sorry. Or rather, for that one, it's we're sorry. Sorry. That's a really good one, too. But I've always liked that one a lot because in the show, he randomly starts acting Canadian, and it's great. Rob D, I still remember the time you delisted all of your videos. No. All right, this is another deep cut, but this is what I'm not proud of. I delisted all my videos and then relisted them or something like that, and everyone got hundreds of notifications. Yeah, so basically, there were a bunch of videos that were unlisted, and I was trying to revamp my list, and basically I thought, it was one of those things where I had always been told to unlist my live streams because it can affect algorithm stuff. And then all of a sudden that changed. And so it became then, oh no, it actually doesn't affect it. I'm like, okay, great. And so I was going to do a test run. And so I selected what I thought were going to be only older like live streams and stuff. And that it would then just magically appear on my channel and it's not new content, right? These are old things. Well, it turns out when I unlisted them, I accidentally clicked the all button. And so I unlisted every video on my channel. And so then I panicked and then selected all again to relist them. And it ended up relisting a bunch of videos I had not even planned on putting out. And it also it included videos from before I even did anything else with the channel. So they were like family videos. So I was like freaking out trying to get those down. And by the end of it, I had lost like 40 to 60 subs in a matter of minutes. It was the day that I took over everyone's feeds. Oh, Rob D. I'm not proud of that one. That was a huge mistake. Oh, man. Hardwick, duplicitous action, sharpens axe, Wendy Hunter. Can I please have your email? Okay, I think I hopefully got it out there. Kalicha, I remember making you laugh with an R. Kelly joke in one of the first streams I was in. Oh, no problem at all, man. There's Patriot Nerd. Let's see. Hardwick says, did you know that Harmy has been releasing new improved versions of these specialized? They're in 4K news scans. No, I actually did not know that. That would be something to definitely tag me in the Discord server, because that's definitely something I'd love to follow up on, for sure. Cthulhu says, boo, rig draws. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Anyway, I would love the despecialized Star Wars if possible. Yeah, I could do that again. Yeah, I can make another one. Your average patriot. Nerd. Despecialized. Yes. Thank you. Forever Sci-Fi says, the facehuggers gave me nightmares as a kid. Dude, they still give me nightmares. Those things are freaky. All right, let me do another one. Let's do it again. Gary Banjo Sandwich Worthington. Oh, man. International coming in. And remember, whatever versions I have of these, I can't guarantee the region codes. I'll try whatever option you choose. I'll try and see if it has the ABC for universal compatibility. But if you're tech savvy, you should be able to finagle it so that it can work. But anyway, congratulations. Remember, these are only if you're winning, okay? It's only if you're winning. Let's see. Just making sure. Oh, wait a minute. Did I not have the 5th place winner? My 5th winner? Who is the 5th winner? Let's see. I had Hardwick, Orange Hat, Keeley, G Monkey. Okay, good. I was like, oh my goodness. That could have been bad. All right, G Monkey. Thanatos. All right, cool. But anyway, Gary Banjo Sandwich Worthington, is he still here or did he go to bed? He may have gone to bed. So we might have to give his up. We'll see. General Wingster, I miss D-Live lemons and ice cream so much. Yes, ice cream. So good. Oh, he is here. Gary's here. Gary. All right. Choose your prize. Wendy, thank you. No problem. I know. I'm sorry. Orange Chat, dude. I know. I thought that you would leave. But thank you so very much for sticking around, man, because I know that you have been on it, man. So appreciate it. But Orange Chat, have a good stream, man. General Wingster, remember Odin and Jeremy looking for Harless? No, that was Jeremy. G-Monkey, thank you for everything. And can you also help me sell a house? Yes, that's another deep cut. So someone had emailed me years ago asking me to get the contact information for another YouTuber so that the person I was contacting could help them sell their house. It was crazy. Speed, says Gary. Absolutely. Absolutely, sir. Let me see. Speed on 4K. I think 4K doesn't have region restrictions, so you should be okay. Perfect. All right. Speed on 4K. It's all yours, Gary. Gary. There it is. Orange Hat is back. Kimberly G says, me too, despecialized. But have you even won yet? You haven't won yet. Let's see. Alexander wasn't doing drama. I was wondering how you are with Ethan because he's original. Oh, boy. Okay. So, bye-bye. We don't do that. The G-damn, no thank you. No thank you. And all I'll say, and I won't say anything specific, but if someone's going to talk about me or my friends in any way that is disingenuous, lying, conniving, and duplicitous, guess what? Probably not friends with them. I'll put it at that. Hopefully it works on this channel here for me to be able to do that. If not, then there we go. Bye-bye. It's cool seeing you. Good memories. Now just another reminder about why it was in the first place. Oh, and it seems like you need another wrench in here. That's okay. Orange Hat, do not feel obligated to stay. Yep. Scott McKenzie, that's exactly right. Taking Laura's name in vain like that, completely unnecessary. Yep. Bye-bye. My goodness. Now, we're wrapping things up, but I'm trying to give away as many of these things as I can. And just, I don't have a better system at this point. Oh, there it is. General Wingster. By the way, I have a plan. After Wingster tells me his choice, I have a plan, and it's going to be chaotic. But I do need to start to wrap things up. So Wingster, claim your prize, my pet troll. Oh, man. I'm just like, what in the world is he going to be asking for? I have no idea. Is Train to Busan 4K? Yes, Train to Busan is the 4K edition. There it is. It's all yours. Contact me for confirming shipping. General Wingster. General Wink. I'm just going to call you General Wink. Really should just be calling you Wink, you know? Mr. Gwink. Mr. Gwink. Train to Busan. There it is. All right. Okay. So, here are the people I still have. All right? Because I told you, I want to do a lot of these. All right? I'm crazy. I'm going nuts today. This is episode 500, okay? We're doing things big. And for the people that have been sticking around this long, here's what we're going to do. So right now, the people I have left are Heartbreak Ridge, Cthulhu, Kimberly G, Joey's Movie Blog, The Morak, and Mr. Roy. Okay? And I'm going to throw King Kane Rumsky into the mix because he's been hanging out all night over on Rumble as well. Okay? I'm going to throw King Kane Rumsky. You're in this too. All right? So, all of you are now winners. Mr. Wink, he's here. Yes. Mr. Wink. All of you are now winners, the ones remaining. So, go ahead and post your choice. First come, first serve. We will figure it out. Oh, man, Heartbreak was ready. All right, Heartbreak. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. He's taking War Games. Boom. Perfect. And that was great rejoicing. Yay. Yes. I was primed. Yes, you were ready. Kimberly G wants the specialized Star Wars. Absolutely, Kimberly G. All right, let's see. Mr. Roy says The Departed. I think I have. Yep. 4K Steelbook Departed. Been hanging out all night. Mr. Roy, got your name on it. All right, let's see. Mr. Wink. And no, you cannot take heat now. Morak. Oh, man, Morak had one in mind, too. Morak, Some Like It Hot. That is doable. Let me grab, actually, my War Games and the Some Like It Hot. Where'd that one go? Boom. There it is. So, War Games on 4K. And, oop, backwards. Some Like It Hot. That's the Blu-ray of that one. All right. Believe I'm in the right order. Oh, this is making a nice little stack right here. All right. So let's see. I got The Departed. Some Like It Hot. I want the 20s movie, but give Kimberly dibs, first dibs. No, Kimberly G, she wanted the specialized Star Wars. So Roaring 20s. This is also a 4K edition, by the way. 4K Criterion. So that is a Cthulhu. Cthulhu, and that's the Roaring 20s. Yeah, I feel like this is like one of those sleeper ones because this is like classic Criterion 1939 film, Humphrey Bogart, James Cagney. All right, let's see. Joey's Movie Blog, Project 4K. I just have to, again, I always have to preface saying the Project 4K, it's not an actual 4K disc. It's a 4K scan. It's a Blu-ray edition, but still, again, I think y'all know that now. Anyway, Joey's Movie Blog. Joey. So he gets Star Wars, Project 4K. Zaid Manzani, what's going on, man? Been a while. Zaid, welcome back. Thank you. Morak, no problem. King Kane Rumsky, yes, you can. I'm going to get so many emails. Rumsky. And he wanted despecialized, I think. Yeah, despecialized. All right. So again, email me, whatever. So yeah, if you're going to do email, you can do either Odin at ombreviews.com or odinsmovieblog@gmail.com. Either one should get right to me, though. The easier one, I think, to remember is Odin at ombreviews.com. Just send me an email right now. If you follow me on Twitter, you can DM me on Twitter. That's fine. If you follow me on Discord, or if you're in the Discord, you can message me directly there. Whatever means is easier for you to contact me is great. So, Reg got ahead out, sent a test email to see if I got it right later. Awesome. And if it doesn't happen, yeah. So, oh my goodness gracious. Bro, Diamond Fish. Please stop. Here's the thing. Here's the problem, okay? You need to get off of this messiah complex that you have towards this guy, okay? Because that is what you have done. I gave you a chance. The fact that you've been around in the chat for this long tells you all that you need to know. The fact that you don't get that, the fact that you are still putting your faith and trust into somebody who you shouldn't, is ridiculous. Please don't come back until you've learned how to do simple. Again, it's not even like, oh, you've changed the rules. This has always been a PG chat. This has always been a PG chat. This has always been a PG show. Goodness gracious. Anyway, sorry everybody, by the way, that we've had this trollery tonight. It's normally not how it is. Cthulhu, bless you and your family. Thank you for being so generous. Oh, no, dude. Thank you so much for your generosity for being here. King and Rumsky, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Rob D says, for Stream 1000, I'm picturing your entire wall covered with 4Ks and 200 million hours of content for private server. Probably. It's probably. Wendy Hunter, email sent. Perfect. OSB blog, the only response for me. I reject change. Wendy Hunter, no problem at all. Well, we need to get going. See you all. Print screen. Thank you. I said Twitter info on Twitter. Perfect. Sounds good. Email bounced back. You sent it at the Odin at OMB Reviews. If that didn't work, then do odinsmovieblog@gmail.com. Apologize on behalf of trollers under Odin's bridges everywhere. Yeah. In fact, let me go ahead and put it. Let's see. Odin's movie blog at gmail.com. Odin at OMB Reviews. Because the other one should work too. But the Odin's movie blog one absolutely should work. So, for anyone who needs that. So, with all of that being said, we're over time. When it comes to trolling, I believe in trolling those who I consider friends deep. Exactly. That's why, again, General Wingster is here because he is a pet troll. He gives me a hard time, but he knows how to do it in a way that is still respectful, to do it in a way that is lighthearted, that is clearly coming from a good place, versus someone coming in after however many years trying to stir crap up by saying, why aren't you still friends with this person? Blah, 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 blah. It's like, what do you think that is? What do you think that is? And it's really not surprising because a lot of people in that community are of that mind where they will go after you. They will try to give you a difficult time. And again, I have no issue with anybody, especially if there's any type of cognitive thing going on. But you got to still be respectful. And a lot of people in here who might be of that same mindset, who might be of the same problem, guess what? Know how to, at the very least, be respectful and to follow. And it's not even like I'm giving you an instruction and you must follow it. Think of it as this is an extension of my proverbial house. So house rules. And that's why everyone in the chat right now follows those rules. That's why this is the best chat in the world. I love this chat. I love this chat so much because there's always so many good people who are showing love, who are giving love, showing support, doing everything to help those around them. And that's why this is, again, the best community out there. And so, seriously, 500 episodes. This has been amazing. This has been a fun night. All things considered. Obviously, there's been, some craziness tonight, some trollery, some, people being a little bit ridiculous, to say the least, right? But I think that everything else has been just, again, truly amazing. So seriously, bottom of my heart, let me make sure that everybody who had entered in has been taken care of. Let's see. Where's that window? Where is it? Let's see. Yeah, because I got Heartbreak Ridges. I got Kimberly G's, Mr. Roy's, Morak, Cthulhu, Joey's Movie Blog, King Kane Rumsky. Yeah, perfect. All right, let me go ahead and pick winner, because you're all winners now. Boom! There it is. So for the 30 people that stuck around, thank you all so very much. I usually don't go this long, but this was a very important episode, a very fun episode. Hey, Snow Golem, thank you so very much, man. I really do appreciate that. To everyone in the chat, seriously, you have been phenomenal. Print Screen 500 was the bomb. We will always remember this stream in spite of any mishaps that have been occurred. Yeah, again, the fact that we were able to, and this is not even considering the copies of Star Wars Despecialized that I still have to make, but we've given away all of these movies, several copies of Star Wars Despecialized Project 4K, and I will get on that tomorrow. I'm going to try to start sending some of these out, get the labels printed. I have already one version of Despecialized, one version of Project 4K that will be going out, and I'll obviously be making the rest, probably starting those tonight, because sometimes that takes a little bit while to get the movies on there. But anyway, I want to again say thank you to everybody out there. Shout out to Orange Hat, the man with the orange hat. He has been my rock in the chat for months now, taking over after the Valkyrie had to step down because of, in the case of Tina, obviously struggling with her eyes and her health, and Stephanie taking obviously on multiple jobs, not being able to give any time to anything online. And so he's been really stepping up a lot. Laura also, shout out to Laura. She was not able to be here. She had a loss in the family, one of the fur babies. So keep her in your prayers as well, because it's never easy to lose a pet. And so I know that she wanted to be here, and she had already sent out her congratulations. So again, shout out to Laura and to the man with the orange hat, and to every person out here. Seriously, to all the members, to all the non-members, people are just here every single day, every single stream. If you want to continue the conversation, we're gonna have a live stream tomorrow, so hopefully tomorrow's live stream should be a little less eventful. We'll probably be a little bit more on guard, might have to mod some people up to try to avoid nonsense in the future. But remember, on Wednesdays, 10 a.m. Eastern time, we are doing our morning show. And might even have to put Mr. Wink into the mod chair. Might have to do that. The Lord forbid, we might have to. That's how desperate we've become. But with that being said, thank y'all so very much for being here. Let me try and highlight as many comments as I can. Mr. Wink, step up the game. Love this chat. It's fun. Thank you. Blessings, y'all. Great stream, even with the troll in the dungeon. I got that reference. 500 was 100% awesome. Thank you. Next week, I'm going to cause a crap storm. You're amazing, and thank you for providing a great stream. Wendy Hunter, thank you for seriously all the love and support, both here on the stream and then always on the Salty Saturdays, too. Keely Chow, thank you. Thank you. I just want to say it was a missed opportunity for Godzilla vs. Kong to be called King Kong vs. Godzilla Dawn of Monsters. Kimberly G, always a big sweetheart. You can handle it versus people better than I. Well, thank you, Kimberly G. I appreciate that a lot. Cthulhu, but no shout out for General Wingster, who is the heart of OMB Reviews. Respect. Remember the 500. Hardwick, thank you, man. Thank you. Forever Sci-Fi, thank you. Congrats. See you tomorrow morning. We're awesome. See y'all tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Should be a lot of fun. And who knows? It'll be episode 501. I still got a whole stack of things here. You never know. You never know when the next giveaway might be. But anyway, Keeper of the Bifrost members, there is still that active giveaway for the entire Babylon 5 series on Blu-ray that got released earlier last year. this year, last year, I think. Yeah, I think it was like December of 2023 it got released. But anyway, one copy of that is available to be given away. But again, Discord server, keep it the Bifrost level. Reach out to me through email, through Twitter, wherever it might be for me to get you set up with that if you are one of those persons. But Kincaid Rumsky, boom, there he is. You guys are all amazing, beautiful people. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I've got the updated June shoutouts video. Let me know also what you think of the new way that the shoutouts are done. And as always, God bless. And now for a huge special shout out to all of my Patreon, Subscribestar, Locals, and YouTube members who are at the Chosen of Valhalla level. Starting off with my Patreon supporters, Father Luca Illich, Rosetta Allen, check out her YouTube channel, which is Eagle Rider, and Miss Martin Muses, check out her YouTube channel by the same name. To my Subscribestar Chosen members, Matt317, check out his Twitch channel by the same name, and also the K-Man, check him out at xtheboundaries.co, and a shout out also to my one Chosen of Valhalla YouTube member, Mr. Roy. Thank you again for being so much of a huge supporter of the channel. And to every one of my chosen members, if you want your name shouted out at the end of every live stream and video, or if you want access to things like giveaways of Blu-rays, 4Ks, etc., and access to an exclusive podcast bonus material for members, check out the links in the video description below for all of those details. You guys are amazing and beautiful people. Have a wonderful rest of your day, a blessed month of the Sacred Heart, and as always, God bless.
Time to see a real math magician at work.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry.